I've had the iPhone 14 Pro for almost a year now, and my battery health has absolutely tanked. At the time of recording, my iPhone's battery health is 90%, and I think I know why. Hey everyone, it's Andrew, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to share why my battery health has fallen so low, and I'll give you some tips at the end so it doesn't happen to you. Let's get started. The first reason I think my battery health has degraded so much is because of the way that I charge my iPhone 14 Pro. And the way I charge is I use MagSafe. Now, I'm not usually charging my phone until it hits about 25% or lower. And because the battery life on the iPhone 14 Pro is so poor, I usually do have to charge it at work. And since I'm a heavy user as well, on top of that, it dies even faster. I have to charge more, and because I charge more, I use MagSafe more, which is kind of like this endless cycle of really degrading the battery. Next up is beta testing. And since I got this phone, turned it on, I downloaded the beta profile just because I really like it. So I had iOS 16.1 beta 1, and from there I've updated to every single beta that's come out, all the way until now, iOS 17 beta 4 or 5 that we're on, depending on when you're watching this video. And kind of around the time of iOS 17 being released, there started to be a lot of people complaining about their battery health going down, and I think it's because of that. The system performs different, it can heat up, there's a lot of bugs, and just weird stuff in the background can happen that really you shouldn't be using your primary device to beta test, but I do, and it's not a good thing. The whole world has kind of gone through this heat craze. I mean, it's been really hot in certain places around the globe, and if it's hot somewhere else, that means it's really, really hot in Florida where I live. I don't go outside too much with my phone. I don't leave it in my car or anything like that. But I do play soccer. It's typically at night, but it's so humid, and I play about 3 times a week, and my phone is out during that time that it could be affecting my battery health. Now, I do also have some settings turned on that could be hurting my battery health as well, and I'll just go through them really quick. So I usually keep my brightness on pretty high or all the way. I just like the way the OLED display looks all the way up, probably not good either, and I have auto brightness turned off. I never put my phone on low power mode, and I do have app background refresh turned off, but a lot of my apps do have location services that may or may not be affecting the battery health. I also read something that could be contributing to lower battery health is the type of case you use when you're charging your phone. And some cases just get hot when they're on, I would probably assume MagSafe charging. I've noticed sometimes my cases, it's Apple official cases, they get hot when they're charging. Now, I typically don't charge with a case, but there's times where I have. So those are some reasons why my battery health may have tanked. And I'm going to give you some tips now of how you can, when you get a new device, or you're starting to notice that it's going down, how you can kind of prevent it from going down so quickly. Because no matter what, your battery is going to degrade over time. And Apple does replace batteries. You have to pay for it. And if you have Apple Care, this really shouldn't concern you. I know like people on Tech Twitter or Tech X, whatever you want to call it, kind of overhype it. But at the end of the day, we want to use our devices the way we want to use them. And don't let this hinder you if you like using it the same way I like using it. But here's some tips. You can automate your battery health management. In your settings under battery, there is a setting called Optimize Battery Charging. And so this will help reduce the battery's aging. So it says actually on here, to reduce battery aging, iPhone learns from your daily charging routine, so it can wait to finish charging past 80% until you need to use it. That's pretty cool. Another thing that is probably obvious, but you just want to avoid extreme heat or extreme cold. It's pretty simple. Don't use cases when you charge, avoid using MagSafe, and try to charge with USB instead of like the 20-watt chargers. If you charge it overnight, it doesn't matter. You don't need faster charging. So those are some tips, but I hope this video helps and you learn from my experience what I did and why I think my battery health tanks so much. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what's your current iPhone's battery health. If I miss any tips or just thoughts about battery health that you want to share, just put it in the comments below as well. If you found value in this video or you like this kind of content, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, God bless, and I will see you on the next video.